So it looks like you can see me. I did a ridiculously silly camera test to see if you could. I'm doing everything in natural lighting. There's no lights turned on in my room, but for some reason the light from here is shining in like real bad against my face. It's probably because there's a crap ton of snow through that window. But I'm just letting you know. I'm filming in front of my actual like little filming area, but I have to be back a little bit because I still have a bunch of junk here from other people. So yeah. Right now the camera is on top of a bunch of books, a bunch of cans, and the chair that was sitting here. So yeah. This is gonna be kind of my anime review. It's going to be a little bit less organized right now because I'm just kind of getting used to this setting of standing here. Not all of my videos will be like this because, you know, I'm very self-conscious about my weight, and standing here you can definitely tell that I'm a little plus sized, so I guess it's just me getting over my crap. But so the anime that I just finished watching was Brothers Conflict. It is a harem anime. A lot of people don't like harem anime, but it's one of my guilty pleasures. I really think that it's so fun to watch. Like, it's really cheesy, but it's fun to watch. So the basic story of Brothers Conflict is this girl, Emma, her dad is marrying into this family of 13 other boys, marrying their mother, and because the families are combining, she's going to be going to move into their house, which is like this big apartment area and stuff. It basically involves almost every single one of the brothers ending up having feelings for her, and they range from like in their 30s to like I think like 10 or 12. So that's the thing. Funnily enough, my favorite character is actually the one person that doesn't try to go after her. And he would be totally the one I picked. So, yeah, her name's Emma. I can't go through an in-depth character list because there are 13 of the boys, but I'm basically going to like summarize them with like 1 or 2 words. And I don't remember all their names. So I'm sorry for that, and I may not actually have them in the correct order, so be prepared for that. I'm just happy that I could keep track of all of them, okay? I'm definitely going to be watching this anime more, because, like, I watched it when I was sad, and it definitely cheered me up. The manga goes on farther, and I think there's also a game. I'm probably going to read the manga, and I kind of definitely know who she ends up with in the manga, and I'm not going to spoil it for you in case you want to watch it. So, that's the thing. So basically the character list is Emma is the main character. She has a squirrel thing named Julie, and Julie calls her Chi, because apparently that's like, I guess that's like a nickname or something. I'm not really sure where Chi came from, but for a long time I only knew her as Chi because I didn't know her name was Emma. I only found out when I like looked it up. And I think they mentioned it once in a text message from one of her brothers. So yeah. Then the oldest is a doctor. Don't remember his name. I'm sorry. The second oldest is a lawyer. The third oldest is a monk, and he's like the first one to put the moves on her. Like, I think he's joking, but he's like the first one to put the moves on her. There's a set of triplets. 2 of them are identical twins, and another one was like two came from the same egg, and one was a different egg, but they were all triplets. The triplets are voice actors. The third one is a game designer, and I freaking adore him. Like, out of the people that go for her, I'd probably choose him or one of the twins, the twin with the glasses. And the twins... Alright, his name, the game designer, is Natsume. I'm sorry that I don't remember all their names. Like, I knew them right before I filmed this. But I think that this is just an enjoyable enough show to where it doesn't matter if I have the names. You'll watch it, and if you love cheesy harem anime, you'll love it. And then you'll be typing back to me, hey, this is their names. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, because I've already watched the anime like 5 times. By the time you guys respond to me, I don't know, I like it. like I said, it cheers me up. Then there is the basketball player. His name is Subaru. He's actually really, really sweet. Like, it's kind of weird to see him, like, falling for her right away, but he does a lot for her, so. And then there's her classmate. Honestly, out of everybody, I feel like he should be the one to win her heart, because before they even, any of them met her, before they even got married, he was in her class, and he actually ended up developing feelings for her. So, like, I feel like he's the one who really actually deserves to be with her, and he does a lot, so. Then there's the idol Futo. He's like a singer and stuff. He's kind of a brat, but he actually shows feelings for her too. And the flower guy. His name starts with an I, but I can't quite pronounce it. So sorry. But he's actually not in the anime a whole lot. Like, he doesn't really say a whole lot, but like, he takes care of the gardens and knows flower meanings and stuff and gives her flowers. He's a pretty big sweetie for what, like, you know of him. And then the little tiny one, who's, like, very Shota. Like, you're thinking, why in the world would he go for her? But he really doesn't say anything about it a lot, just like the older ones don't say anything about it a lot, but he hints here and there sometimes, so. So yeah, that's them. They each have their own little distinct personality and their own distinct little thing that they do. And they're very interesting to watch. Out of everybody, my favorite characters are the triplets, and probably Subaru. Oh, the one I totally skipped over my favorite character. There's a hairdresser, and he's like the biggest sweetie. His name is Louis. Yeah, he's totally my favorite character, and him and Julie, the squirrel, work together to protect her. They're the Protect Chi Club, and Julie talks to Emma all the time, and nobody can understand him. Like, she can understand him, but nobody else can. Like, it all sounds like chattering and chirping at him, and he doesn't like any of them. Like, he thinks they're all vultures trying to, like, date her and stuff, and he's right, but he's saying that way before anything ever happens. But Louis can understand him, and I just think that that's so cool. So, alright, there's your little character synopsis. Now, hold on. I've got there's a cat, and I don't want him to knock the camera down. See the cat? Really cute cat. 100%. Smells great now that he's had a bath yesterday. Huh. You don't stink anymore, do you? Yeah. Okay, so, my thoughts on it are, you know, this is a harem anime. You have to basically expect that they're all going to fall for her without barely knowing anything about her. They're all going to throw themselves at her. That's how a harem anime works. So when I hear people, like, getting angry about it, I'm like, you're watching a harem anime. What exactly were you expecting? Yeah, I don't agree with it either. It's a little too soon for most of them to be throwing themselves at her. But you also have to remember that in between these episodes, months are going by. They're getting to know her with months and months going by. So, yeah. To me, she doesn't have much of a personality, but they try to develop it. You can tell she's a very sweet person, very submissive. She doesn't want to make anybody upset. She loves video games. She's very, very serious about her grades. Let's see, but overall, like, you know, she's just kind of generic character. I like her, but she's just kind of generic character, so. She's not as developed to say, Haruhi from Ouran High School Host Club. My cat's kicking himself in the face. So, I guess my thoughts are, I don't think that the story is well developed in the anime. Maybe it is in the manga, but you definitely get a sense for learning about most of the characters and who they are and what they're like. Not huge development. Some of them are more developed than others, but I really think that the manga is just going to give it more. So, I haven't read the manga, obviously, but anime is kind of empty. It's kind of rushed, but it gives you a good idea of what the characters are like, and I think that's pretty cool. Art. I actually found this through a Tumblr post, and I thought that the art looked really cool. And when I started watching it, the art's okay, but there are a lot of animation mistakes, especially with Emma. The way she's drawn is just wonky sometimes. Most of the boys aren't drawn that bad. There is a scene in the opening. It always has 2 or 3 of the guys like talking to her and confessing their love. In one of them, she's like spread back like this asleep, and her arm is in a long sleeve. And you can, like, the way that the sleeve is shaded and drawn, it looks like there's no arm in the sleeve. I'm sorry, I'm just not good with that. Like, you have to draw depth and everything. I know that animating takes a while and you have to draw panel after panel after panel, but I prefer that people did it right. There's so many anime that are so in-depth and people do draw them right, so yeah. I like the art, but there are a lot of mistakes. The story, like I said, pretty rushed, but it's cute. I would say, as like just a anime, 6 out of 10 in quality. However, I really liked it. It's probably one of my favorites now, so I would give it, as a personal interest, an 8 out of 10. But, yeah, that's me. I like harem anime. I think they're cheesy. They make me happy. So I'm obviously going to rate it higher. It's definitely got my interest to read the manga, and if something like that has gotten your interest to continue on it, then I think it's a good thing. So, basically what I'm saying is, people who like me, who are like me, and like the guilty pleasure is harem anime, you will probably like this. And you will probably think all the guys are very unique and very interesting. However, people who are looking for quality of anime, quality of art, quality of story, you probably won't like it. So yeah, that's my review, and next week I'm going to be reviewing the first season of Attack on Titan, so kind of excited about that. But yeah, so that's my review, and I hope you guys have a great day, and check out Brothers Conflict, and I will link a way to learn about it below. I will link the site I watched it on, but be warned, it's filled with viruses, and I did get a virus and had to like clean out my computer when I watched it, so might not be the best site to watch it on. Just fair warning. Alright. Bye guys. This is a test. It's a test to see if you can actually see me. Because I've got everything stacked up really high, because I had no tripod.